26. Hey, take 26.
Now Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
Get 300. Get 300.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers able to hit his target Lamb. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw is Rodgers. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Takes it at the 7.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And this one is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
82.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Wentz. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. And a huge return as he'll take this one. Charles and I set for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as we get a peek some of the stars in today's game. Well, will they be stars? Will you be a star? We'll find out. Let's play. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Ready?
Going to the air right away, Lawrence.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it.
Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick.
He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Joe Mixon
taking it in from 2 yards out. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, the big play prior to this one got him down there, and they're able to stick it in on the very next snap.
And I think those last two plays, that's what you're talking about, balance, right? Big pass play, puts them in position, turn right around and hand it off, and you've got a running play that finishes it off in the end zone.
Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Things a lot different than the last time they were on the field. Remember, they threw the interception, gave up the touchdown, and now trailing 7-0 and looking for a response.
Hey, 26!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Jump out! Number 50, hey, you block over here.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers, he's going to let it go again.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Former first-rounder Derek Brown living up to the billing on that stop.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he is going to lose yardage here. 3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7.
You want to talk about the proverbial deer in the headlights. That's exactly what he was when he got the ball. Went to hit a lane and get upfield, and all he saw, extra defenders bearing down on him. Perfect time to dial up the blitz. An excellent call.
Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Lawrence. And that's complete to Shepard. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. And it's caught. Touchdown. Tyquan Thornton. From 13 yards out. And his guys are able to strike for 6. Gano now to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 1st quarter lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be sterner with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. Here's Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's got this down to the 35. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
26. Hey, take 26.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, you block over here.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play.
And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Divine Diablo dropping him behind the line of scrimmage.
No question, that was needed by the defense because they're already trailing by a couple of scores. They had to get off the field without allowing another one. That sack on the first play, that may have derailed this drive.
Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence will wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
They'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And how about this for a setup? The ball will go over on downs at the 1-yard line. The best starting field position you could possibly have. 1st and goal from the 1. On the sneak, Rodgers. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Aaron Rodgers scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Steelers are back within a score. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they fail. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end, Parham. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Fourth down. Here's Lawrence. He's got a man. It's his fullback. Oh, he sheds himself free. He will have the conversion and more than that. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. 69 yards. And his guys are able to strike for 6. Lawrence going to look to throw for it. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation. At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they... And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he will not get all the way home. We'll take this back down to about the 2.
watching Madden Ultimate Team, and I'm your host, the coach. This game should not disappoint, so sit back and put that remote down.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Now here come the Bills, and you don't have to look hard to find their fifth-year star QB, taken 7th overall back in 2018, Josh Allen.
Buffalo gave Allen the most guaranteed money in league history before the start of last season, and boy, did he justify it by playing at an elite level once again, taking the Bills to 11 wins and another division title. Along the way, he threw for over 4,400 yards again and ran for 760 with 42 total touchdowns for a top-5 offense. They were knocked out in an overtime thriller against Kansas City in the playoffs, and they will be one of the favorites to win the AFC this season.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
Good sign here early. Everybody on offense there up front in the backfield in sync on that play.
So much talk about what do you do to neutralize home field advantage? Well, teams that run the football effectively, they often have a way of neutralizing it in a big way when they have those types of runs.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Throwing on first down is Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Allen.
That's caught by Gabriel Davis. He's got room at the 30. Down to the 10. Touchdown. Gabriel Davis. 51 yards. And the Bills need... to go down and take the early lead. And Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt.
And it's 7-0 Buffalo. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays.
And it ends with a touchdown pass to Gabriel Davis. After the touchdown pass to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. Bringing him out is the future Hall of Famer, now in his 18th NFL season, Aaron Rodgers.
I remember watching him in college and seeing a guy that you knew had great potential, but I don't know that anyone knew that we would see how he would blossom as an NFL player who will go down as one of the all-time great quarterbacks. Can make every throw from every angle with terrific mobility, and he knows how to win games, always in contention for a championship.
Now Rodgers.
Open man is Keyshawn Johnson.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown in the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Second down, and back they go to Sanders.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory, right at the 40. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Box it, box it, box it, box it.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And that will be incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Hey, 88. Yes. Take 30.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer.
And the Bills are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights on in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that. I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall, and they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. An inside give to Jones. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. A give to the fullback on the dive. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. He's at the 50. And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. 63 yards. So the fullback, the beef, normally the lead blocker, shows that he can run it a long ways as well.
And he does have an ability to run away from people, but you and I both know he'd rather run through people when he carries the ball.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, the Steelers and Bills, they played in the season opener last year, if you recall, and it was the Steelers who pulled off a bit of a stunner. They rallied late, beat the Bills in Buffalo 23-16. Buffalo a little bit of a rocky start to the season, but they would quickly right the ship.
Allen off the play fake. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Allen now on first down. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. To throw again on second down. Allen, he'll find Diggs once more on the completion. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Allen to throw once more. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Second down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line.
To the air, Allen. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. That's the Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor doing what he does best.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 14-0. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. One more drive here for the Steeler offense in this first half.
And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball, just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Shakir holds it in. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. Welcome you to another installment of Madden Ultimate Team. There's been a lot of talk leading up to this matchup, and it's finally here. But can it live up to all the hype?
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team.
Fielded right around the 8. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Vikings offense coming out for the first time, and in his 5th season leading this crew, coming off his 3rd career Pro Bowl nod, Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins is back for his 5th year as Minnesota's starter, tied for the longest streak of stability the team has had at quarterback since, get this, Fran Tarkenton in the late 1970s. He's been excellent during that time, making his 2nd Pro Bowl last season after 4,200 yards and 33 touchdowns through the air. The Vikings, though, still hovering right around 500 at the 8-win mark, hoping to see him lead a talented roster back to the postseason.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Play action now. Cousins. Right side caught by Jackson. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First down, here's the run with Cook. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball. The surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Jordan Berry out to punt on 4th down. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. Bringing him out is the future Hall of Famer, now in his 18th NFL season, Aaron Rodgers.
There have been very few quarterbacks in the NFL who have been as consistent throughout their career as Aaron Rodgers. He's been good for so long, and we've seen no decline in his skills. His accuracy and arm strength continue to elevate the talent around him, and his in-game mistakes, few and far between.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Second down, and back they go to Sanders. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let it pick up the first down.
And the play clock running down, so Mike Tomlin burns a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Another run here with Sanders. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it 2nd and 7. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
First downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Now a carry for Sanders. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled into point of attack. And I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
26.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. He's got room at the 30. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
Delayed game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still 1st down.
They'll run with Sanders. Down to about the 22 here. He wipes out the penalty yardage with a good run to get it back to 2nd and 7.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd and 7. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another run with Sanders. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Eluding the pressure right. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. And that last incompletion brings up 4th. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
And that flag accepted.
Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. And this a 39-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys are good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there, and that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick return, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
They'll set up the screen for Nwangu.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Throwing is Cousins. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Cousins. Smith catches left side. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Cousins again. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Here's Cousins. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Give the sack to Lawrence Taylor. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This from 44 yards away. Joseph's got it, and that will tie us at 3-3. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it, and that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And a fair catch taken here at the 5-yard line. Interesting. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they'll start from their own 5, so you'd have to imagine they'll stay conservative. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
As Sanders with a carry on first down as he picks his way forward for a gain of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Sanders. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Come on.
Here's Sanders. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. 44 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Second down, and back they go to Sanders. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Rodgers with a keeper.
And he will have a Steelers first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's been a tight, low-scoring affair thus far. 3-3 is our score heading into the 4th. Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset, and they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. Rodgers now to throw.
Got an open man finding Jefferson.
And in for the Steelers touchdown.
Justin Jefferson.
25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Steelers have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
They do tack on the extra point as well. And the lead is now 10-3. A 10-play drive that time.
And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
So Cousins and the Vikings trailing 10-3. A minute 52 to play. They need a touchdown to the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Cousins. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Cousins trying to get his guys up to the line of scrimmage quickly. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. They'll look to throw.
They'll set up the screen for Nwangu.
And some room to run now. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
That's why you call a screen. You want to catch a defense overcommitting. plenty of space available, and that matched up perfectly. What a convoy he got downfield to pick up big yardage on that play.
Let's go, y'all. That's right. Let's go.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now Cousins. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Vikings in the hurry up. They're hustling up to the line. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Cousins. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Steelers have just about sewn up this football game. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Still 1st down.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Rodgers looking to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. It got his man complete. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll run. It's Sanders, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. They'll go again with Sanders. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. Now the offense going to use the 1st of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll run with Sanders. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Rodgers throwing here. Flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. This to perhaps salt this one away. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, some field goals are bigger than others, and that one makes this a two-score game.
And with the way their defense has played all game long, that's kind of a love letter to them because that might very well be all the points they need.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away.
Takes it at the 7. And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner, and one side of...
And this is Madden Ultimate Team. Hope you're ready, because we've got another good one on tap.
Two teams that have combined to win 11 Super Bowl titles. The Steelers and the Niners are underway.
Takes it at the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. San Francisco readying for their first drive of the game on offense. And in his 9th season in the league, 6 with the 49ers, it's Jimmy Garoppolo at quarterback.
People thought Jimmy Garoppolo was only going to be a one-year placeholder in San Francisco, and the team took Trey Lance 3rd overall in the 2021 NFL Draft. But then he led the 6-seeded 49ers to the NFC title game, just 2 years after taking them to within 1/4 of a Super Bowl victory.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 18 yards, 1st down Niners.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more.
Right where they set him down started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. Here's Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Lamb to return it.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Sanders. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Here's Rodgers. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Open man is Keyshawn Johnson. And he is going to have the Steelers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Well, they picked up the first down. But I'm just going to say it. I didn't like it before the ball was snapped. And I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot. And it's just not a decision that pays off very often.
Well, it wasn't 4th and a yard. There was some meat on that ball.
There really was. Fortunate to get into that situation, but not a call I would make very often.
It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Box it. Inside.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On 2nd and 10, Rodgers. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this is taken in at the 5. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Keyshawn Johnson, 40 yards. And the Steelers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. On 2nd and 9. Garoppolo. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Tucker with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only 1 play to score it. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This taking it at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores.
Here we go, here we go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
The 49ers moving hastily. They're scurrying to the line. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner. And that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
On the return is Lamb.
44-yard punt, return of 9. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Rolling to his left.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And the Steeler offense ready to get going here in this 3rd quarter.
coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Second half will start with a run by Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Delay of game, option.
And they'll accept that penalty.
Still first down.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. First and 15. They'll keep it on the ground. Sanders. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a second down run with Sanders. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 43 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's got this down to the 35. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Delay of game, option.
So a penalty that can frustrate a coach so much, a mental error, and it'll back him up 5 yards. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Sanders. He'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. On 2nd down, it's Sanders, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple down inside the 35 to the 34.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 77 yards on the ground for Barry in this one. He's got a first down.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong. I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Sanders. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Some good running. had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests. But in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And they're going to speed things up here. On 2nd and very short, Garoppolo. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Got his target, Samuel. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Garoppolo on 1st down. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, CD, this is the ideal situation in the 4th quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock, with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful, they've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson, 43 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Steelers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one.
This is caught inside the 15. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. To throw, it's Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Tarvarius Moore.
And the Niners come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
We are set, ready to rock for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup, and these guys on your screen ready to rock as well. Some of the stars of today's game, and speaking of the game, let's get right to it. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins.
And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Another run here with Dobbins.
And he is going to lose yardage here. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. What the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
A handoff running left is Dobbins. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Well, that was a 3rd long run, and to me, that was just a wave the white flag kind of a situation. Obviously, they don't want to risk the chance of throwing it downfield and risking a turnover in this section of the field.
Prescott to throw on 4th. Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. Pick 6, they'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This one fielded at the 5.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll be out right at the 35.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. On 2nd and 11 now.
Prescott. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. And he is going to lose yardage here. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up fourth down.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Another run here with Sanders. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Now it's Rodgers. Here's Johnson with a reception. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Keyshawn Johnson, 33 yards. And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From the 6. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. For a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Here's a give to Dobbins running right. And he is going to lose you. Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it. It's an old-school battle in the Keystone State of Pennsylvania. The Eagles and the Steelers are underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Rodgers going to come out throwing. That's going to be caught downfield by Reed. Touchdown, Eagles. Andre Reed, 75 yards. And the Eagles will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Takes it at the 7. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Hey, you block over here. Plant. Yeah, 300. Yeah, 300.
Rodgers now on first down. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. Well, certainly not a... And now we get a peek at some of the top players here for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready to go in the booth. We hope you're ready to go at the controls. Let's play. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's only going to get this to the 4-yard line.
One guarantee I can absolutely make is that all week in preparation, the coach kept telling his team, we're on the road, don't do anything to bring the crowd into it. And that's exactly what they just did. A bad return, and now the home team crowd, they are fired up.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go, here we go.
Throwing on the first play from scrimmage, here's Burrow. Right side, there's Likely with it. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Another run with Sanders. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
They are such a talented team in defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. That is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It's a gain of 34.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Steelers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From the 6. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Burrow from his own end zone. Complete to Likely. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Here's Burrow. No hesitation, goes right back to Likely. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11th. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this 1st quarter. 4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this ball is going to be touched down just shy of midfield.
Box it. 26. Over here.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. Open man downfield is Johnson. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Keyshawn Johnson, 47 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Takes it at the 7. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. (14-0) the score. This is the NFL. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. Line of scrimmage is the 8 on 2nd and 8. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On the draw, here's Sanders. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And from their own end zone, it's a fake.
I know, without even asking, without even looking in your direction, that you are not a fan of that call.
Oh, I wish you would look, Brandon, because I was actually thinking this would be the perfect time for a fake.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. This doesn't make any sense to me at all. This deep in your own territory. Look, I'm all for being unconventional. That one.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. To throw again on second down. Burrow on target to his man, likely. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Running right, here's Sanders. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Rams on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. They're passing here. Joe Burrow.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Derwin James with a pick. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league, but this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker.
Here we go.
Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. He's got room at the 30, and they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 39 yards there, a big one.
Here we go.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And they'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
Second down, and back they go to Sanders. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he is going to have the Steelers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a carry for Sanders. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Pretty secure lead, but what's the harm in adding another touchdown, right? At least that's what they were thinking on that snap. But if he wants to add more points, got to bring the throw down just a little bit and keep it in the end zone.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Here we go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the... And that ball going to be intercepted yet again. Carlton Davis picks it, and he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Cody Barton there to bring him down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run at Sanders. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3.
53 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Sanders is into the end zone for a Steeler touchdown.
He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Javon Holland. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Sanders, and he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Big Derek Brown making the stop. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Rodgers looking to throw. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now Tucker to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important. And now here's another interception. Derwin James with a pick, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Another attempt now from 5 yards further back. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Burrow's throw is on target to Likely. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace. Throwing again on second down. Burrow. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Javon Holland. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. But just to add that to the list of great moments for this defense today, they've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Javon Holland. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. That's pretty rare that you see a ball game decided by this wide of a margin, and now it gets, Charles, even wider after that pick 6. They've done everything right on that sideline.
I think we can safely say that not only is the scoreboard, right, the gap big there, now everyone's just looking for stat padding, right? Do I get a chance to make a big play? Can I get a takeaway? Can I go ahead and put the ball in the end zone? That's what these guys are all talking to each other about now with a lead this big.
Tucker with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return way back at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here we go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory.
Madden.